I thought that you guys would be interested in seeing all of my Patrick Ta blushes. I'm gonna do some swatches and overhead of the swatches on my hand so you guys can see the ones I have, the ones I recommend and love so much, and to kind of give you an idea how they actually look before you purchase one. I have 6 shades out of the 11 and they retail for $49 Canadian. They are long wearing, they have a natural finish. You have a duo powder and cream that you can wear either just the powder by itself or the cream by itself, or you can combine them together. And I'm going to show them both on my hand, how they actually look by themselves and combined together. Okay, so let's get started with the overhead of all the blushes that I have by Patrick Ta, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, so here is the Patrick Ta in She's Wanted, which it looks like a very rich berry. Trying to figure out where to put them. So you can see how pigmented this is. That's the powder. And let's go into the cream now. So there's the cream. So with this one, you have to be more careful because it's very pigmented, both powder and cream, as you can see, but they are just so amazing. So I'm gonna do beside it right here. I'm gonna put the powder and then I'm gonna go with the cream on top so you guys can see the difference when you can combine them together. So based on Patrick Ta, you can use the powder, you can use the cream on top of the powder, which usually with most of the products you have to use first cream and then powder, but with his you can use either or, and I think that this looks so pretty. So that's the rich berry one called She's Wanted. Here we have She's a Doll, and it's totally bubblegum type of Barbie, but it's so pretty and so wearable. I love this color. That's what I'm wearing on my face today. So let me wipe my hands. Now this one is considered to be a bright neutral pink. So let's put the pink powder on. Oh, so pretty. Like, look at that. Beautiful. And then let's go in with the actual cream. So the cream is not as intense as the other cream, as you can see. For this one, it's not going to be as intense as the other ones. For the others, sometimes the powder is more intense than the cream, and for others, the creams are more intense. So I'm going to layer the powder and the cream on top, so you guys can see the difference in color. So this is if you were to use just the powder on its own, just the cream, or if you want to combine both the powder and the cream on top. I think that that's so pretty. I really like this combo of pink. It looks so nice and natural on the cheeks. A hint of pink, a little bit goes a long way. But yeah, for the sake of this video, I will be applying a lot more so you guys can see. Now here is another pretty one. Oh, She's Different. Oh, there you go. And this is considered more of a deep plum. Let's start with the actual powder. You can see that it's very nice and natural looking. So there's the powder. So pretty, so beautiful on its own. Now let's try the actual cream. And there's the cream. So this one, you can see that the cream is quite intense as well. And now let's combine them both and see what we get. So you can see that you get that deep and rich type of plum shade. If you want more of an intense look with more of a dewy, hydrating finish, you combine it with the cream, or if you just want more a dewy finish, you just leave it as a cream. They all look so pretty. So this is what this one looks like. And again, this is Oh, She's Different. This is She's Blushing. She's Blushing is described more of a dusty rose. Very pretty shade. Very pretty shade. So here we go, Dusty Rose. It's more of a lighter shade than the previous one. And here is the cream. So in this one, you guys can see that the cream is much more intense than the actual powder. And now let's combine them and see what this one actually looks like when we put the cream on top of the powder. There you go. So it's a little bit even more intense than just the actual cream product. So if you want to go more for a natural, neutral look, just stick to the powder one, more dewy with the cream. Or if you want more intense, obviously you can combine them. So this is what this one looks like. So pretty. And here we have Do We Know Her, which I think this has been one of the blushes that I first purchased by Patrick Ta, the duo ones. Do We Know Her, you can see that is more of a neutral peach. Looks very pretty on the cheek. It looks very peachy here, but on the cheek it transfers so natural looking and so pretty. And then here is the cream. Again, in this case, you guys can see that the cream is much more intense than the powder. That's what I've been trying to say, that some are either powder more intense, some are the creams. And here they are combined together. So again, there's not much of a difference in this case because the actual cream is quite intense on its own. So combining it together, it looks quite similar to just wearing the cream on its own, but it's just to add that extra dewiness type of feeling to your cheek. You can do that. Very pretty. I actually love this shade a lot. And here is my last one. When I first purchased this one, this is in the shade She's So LA. At first, I thought that this one was an actual bronzer, which is not, but you can actually use this shade as a bronzer and a blush all in one. That's why this is described as a bronzed nude. So the actual powder looks quite similar for a fair skin tone as a bronzer, but it's actually a blush. Very interesting. I do have his bronzer as well. And then here is the actual cream is more, it's less intense than the actual powder in this case. Now let's combine them together so you guys have an idea on how they look together. So together it gives it that intensity, so more intense bronzy type of look. So you can choose based on this on your preference of intensity from least to most intense, and I think it looks really pretty. So this was my favorite out of them all, but it's very hard to choose. If I were to choose a favorite, I really love She's a Doll. That's really pretty. I love this one because you can use it as a bronzer as well. And I love the plum one, and I really love the plum one as well. But like I said, they're all my favorites, and here they all are. Let me just lie them down here. They all come with this little cover for the cream so it doesn't get contaminated. And then here we have the other ones. Okay, so I hope I can fit them all here so you guys can see how beautiful they all look. Look at that. Like, they're so pretty. I love Patrick Ta. These are the favorite ones that I have so far. Again, I might continue buying more shades. I do have my eyes on some other shades as well, but these are very loved in my collection, and I hope that this was helpful for you guys to see how the shades each perform and how they look on its own combined together. And yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Okay, so that's it for me today. I hope that you found this very helpful, and this can kind of give you an idea on what shades you like and how they really look on the skin. I also have videos on my channel on how they look on my cheek as well, so make sure you kind of look for those individual videos. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.
Morning has broken, my windows are open. Wanna feel the wind blow through my hair. Which way do